Welcome to this presentation on how to write the CIPD Level 5 questions for 5HR01 assessment for 2025-26. You can visit our website by clicking on link provided in comment sections or chat with us on WhatsApp on clicking link to get best expert help. You will find how to write this question in this video. Kindly subscribe us to and message us on HR01. Employee representation refers to the structures and mechanisms that allow employees to express their views, concerns, and interests within the workplace. In many organizations, particularly within the public sector, representation plays a vital role in ensuring fairness, transparency, and effective communication between management and staff. Following a merger, employee representation becomes even more important because employees may experience uncertainty, organizational change, and new leadership structures. Representation helps ensure that staff voices are heard during decision-making processes and helps maintain workplace harmony. There are two primary forms of representation: union representation and non-union representation. Trade unions provide collective representation through recognized representatives who negotiate with management on issues such as pay, working conditions, and policies. Non-union representation may include employee forums, consultative committees, or staff councils that allow workers to participate in discussions with management. Understanding both forms helps new leaders manage employee relations effectively and maintain trust during periods of organizational change. Trade unions are formal organizations that represent employees collectively and advocate for their rights and interests. Within many public sector organizations, unions play a significant role in maintaining structured employee relations. Union representatives act on behalf of members to negotiate with management regarding pay, working conditions, job security, and organizational change. This collective bargaining process helps ensure that employees have a strong and organized voice when major decisions are made. In addition to negotiation, unions provide support and representation during disputes, disciplinary hearings, and grievance procedures. They also help ensure that employers follow employment law and established policies. For new leaders coming from the private sector, understanding the importance of unions in the public sector is essential. Effective partnership working with union representatives can improve communication, reduce conflict, and strengthen trust between employees and management. When unions are engaged positively, they can help organizations implement change while maintaining workforce stability and commitment. Non-union employee representation refers to structures that allow employees to express their views without being represented by a trade union. Examples include employee forums, consultative committees, works councils, and staff networks. These groups provide opportunities for employees to discuss workplace issues, share ideas, and participate in organizational decision-making. In many organizations, these mechanisms encourage open dialogue between management and employees and can strengthen employee engagement. Non-union representation can operate independently or alongside trade union structures. For example, organizations may use employee forums to gather feedback about workplace culture, policies, or operational changes. During a merger, such forums can be particularly useful for gathering employee concerns and helping leaders understand workforce sentiment. However, unlike trade unions, non-union representatives usually do not have formal collective bargaining power. Therefore, while they are effective for consultation and communication, they may not provide the same level of legal protection or negotiation strength as trade union representation. Union and non-union representation both aim to give employees a voice in workplace decisions, but they differ in structure and influence. Trade union representation is typically more formal and legally recognized. Unions can negotiate collective agreements on pay, benefits, and working conditions, and may have statutory rights in areas such as consultation during organizational change. Union representatives are also trained to support employees during disciplinary or grievance processes. In contrast, non-union representation is generally more informal and focuses on consultation rather than negotiation. Employee forums and consultative committees allow workers to share feedback and contribute ideas, but usually lack collective bargaining authority. Despite these differences, both approaches can contribute positively to workplace harmony when managed effectively. In organizations experiencing structural changes, such as mergers, combining union engagement with non-union consultation mechanisms can help leadership gather diverse perspectives and maintain strong communication with employees across departments. Effective employee representation is essential for maintaining workplace harmony, particularly in large public sector organizations undergoing change. When employees feel their voices are heard and respected, they are more likely to remain engaged and committed to organizational goals. Representation structures also support transparency and fairness by ensuring that decisions affecting employees are discussed and communicated clearly. In the context of a merger, representation mechanisms can help address employee concerns about job security, organizational culture, and policy changes. Trade unions can negotiate formal agreements and protect employee rights, while non-union forums can gather feedback and encourage open discussion. Together, these mechanisms create channels for communication that reduce misunderstandings and prevent conflict from escalating. For new leadership teams unfamiliar with public sector employee relations, understanding how to work constructively with both union and non-union representatives will help create a cooperative environment where employees and management collaborate effectively to achieve organizational objectives.